Jesus, you better fix this, because if I fix this, I'm going to jail.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know that throughout this story time, I will be choosing violence. Buckle up and proceed with caution. Thank you.
Wanna go with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. It's about time for making up.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Zay, your favorite female character, and I'm back at it again with another video. And I got something for y'all cooking up. I got a story time. I'm about to tell y'all about the story how one of my closest friends got exposed as one of my biggest haters. Yeah, girl, it's not cute. Crazy, right? So before I get into this video, I just want to say like, comment, subscribe if you feeling me, if you feel a vibe, if you like a bitch. If you think a bitch is cute, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to do as you may. But before I get into the story time, for real, because girl about to spill the tea, I also want to give the girls' names. So we're going to call the main character, which is the hater, we're going to call her Trump, aka Trumpiana. So if you hear me say Trump, Trumpiana, that's her. And we're going to call her Donald Trump because, not because of no political shit, but because of the way her personality is set up. Y'all gonna see why. If you're Trumpiana, I'm talking about her, the hater. So, this story takes place fall semester of college. This is my first semester of college, by the way. So, I'm new to everything. All of these people in the story time has been there longer than me. I'm the new kid on the block. So, I'm gonna give y'all a little background on how I met Trumpiana. I got introduced to her through a mutual friend. We're gonna call the friend Rose. I'm still friends with Rose to this day. That's how you know I'm not the problem. Still friends with everybody to this day. That's how you know I'm not the problem. But anyways, I got introduced to Trumpiana through Rose. Rose was my homegirl that I was cool with. I remember when I first started college, I was only cool with like a small group of girls. It was like 4 of us, but I really connected with Rose. Rose was my bitch. Still is my bitch. So Rose introduced me to her friends, and I ended up meeting Trump, and we're gonna call the other girl Dynasty. It's like me coming into like a big friend group of people, basically, because it's more people. But I ended up meeting them. I knew Trump was just crazy already from her appearance, and I'm not even trying to shade her. Like, her appearance was interesting. Yeah. Was interesting. So, boom. I ended up meeting her, and she was already over the top from day one. And you know how you kind of get an inkling a little bit, like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this bitch or if we're gonna be friends. But Dynasty, I knew we was here. We still here with it. I'm still friends with Dynasty to this day. Keep that all of this in mind. I ended up meeting Trump and Dynasty. They were cool. You feel me? I was just like, okay. You know, I'm not really a friendly person like that to a certain degree. So it's like, oh, okay. As the friendship progressed, I noticed Trumpiana would do certain things, okay? Trumpiana was not a nice person. That's for one, okay? She was nice to me at the time. In friendships, you gotta really pay attention how people treat other people, because she was not that nice to other people. But it's like, people let her get away with it. And mind you, Miss Trumpiana, she was like 8, 9 years older than me. Like, I'm a little 19-year-old me, and Miss 28-year-old, 29-year-old, I don't know what, but I knew she was about to hit 30. I knew she was about to hit 30. Sis was knocking on 30, okay? She was something else. Y'all probably like, oh, you're friends with her and she's like way older than you. First of all, 30 not old, so I'm not even saying that to shade her. But this is because, you know, she was childish as hell. Everybody in the friend group was younger than her. She was literally the oldest, and she was the most problematic one, and she was very childish.
38 years old. How long you gonna be doing this?
How would I be 38?
But that's neither here nor there. Moving on. We're going to talk about her and me. I would see her use people for money. I would see her do things to other people. I would see her talk crazy to people. I remember one time we went over this girl house. I don't care to talk about how people's houses are. I don't care to talk about how people live in situations, because I don't know their story. I'm just on the outside looking in. I would never be a type of person to talk about somebody's house. Never. I don't give a how... Whoop. Let me stop cussing. I don't give a damn how bad their house is. That's not me. I'm not a person to talk about people's house. So we went to the sleepover from hell. It was fun, but when it's time to go to sleep, that's the part. The over part was cool, but the sleep part was the part that I had a problem with. Yes, the sleepover wasn't the best. The girl invited us over her house. I feel like that's her house. Like, that's where she laid her head at. She's a single mother of her own. And she went to the sleepover we ended up sleeping on the futon. That's the only thing I had a problem with. Why would you put our big ass on the futon, sis? That's the only thing I had a problem with. But I would never talk about her house. We went to school. What happened at that sleepover didn't stay at that sleepover. We went to school Monday after the sleepover, and tell me why.
Few moments later.
Oh, I said her name, y'all. I gotta cut that out. Tell me why Trumpiana on school Monday just dogging this girl that's her friend. The girl's her friend. Mind you, I'm new to this friend group. I know how to play my cards right. If you knew somewhere, you can't be doing too much of this. Because everybody gonna turn on you. I play chess, not checkers, sweetheart. So, boom. She going to everybody that the Lena listening is. She talking mad about Shorty house that we spent the night over house. And it wasn't me. It was me, Trump, and another dude that we was friends with at the time. Even him could attest to this. We spent the night at the girl house. Wasn't what we thought it would be. I told you I don't give a damn about her living situation. I just didn't like sleeping my big ass on a futon bed with two other big
Is this bitch serious?
I didn't like that. That wasn't a good time for me. Okay? So, that wasn't a good time for me. The Monday, she spreading all over, talking about her living situation. I don't even want to repeat a lot of the things that she said, but basically, she was just like, oh, this house was, it wasn't what they were. Like, just talking about her living situation. The girl ended up getting back to her. Humans are not stupid. We can know when we walking up and somebody's talking about us. Like, we're not dumb. And after that, the girl never messed with us again. And I just wish I could see her to tell her, like, I wasn't a part of that. I wasn't the one that was talking shit about you. Now, if I was, I would have said something. I was laughing. I'm gonna keep it real, because I ain't gonna lie, some of the stuff she said was funny. I was laughing, which I shouldn't have been, but I never once ever in my life said anything on her living situation. Because I ain't gonna lie, some of the stuff she was saying was funny. I ain't gonna lie, was funny, but she should never been doing that. She had no place doing that. That situation was an eye-opener for me. It was a red flag, but I didn't see the red flag. There was so many other red flags, but I didn't see it because I really liked her. At first, and I told her, like, bitch, when I first met you, you was a little shaky for me, but I ended up going to like you, and I'm a genuine person. Once I end up messing with you, whatever I thought about you at first, I'm gonna come out to you and I'm gonna say that. I wear my heart on my sleeve, okay? I'm not fake. So we getting to know each other better. We talking, we having deep conversations. We just laughing and just having fun and being girlfriends. Like, that's what I'm about. Like, I like to crack jokes with my girls and, do all type of things, just have fun. Mind you, it would be times where she didn't have the coin or whatever, or the money. I'd be like, bitch, let's go eat. I got you, bitch. And I do it more than one time. Yeah, more than one time. Whew. I remember that the first situation is when I accidentally picked up her headphones and she tried to say that I was like a thieving ass bitch behind my back. But at the time, I didn't know that she was saying all this. It ended up coming to me, after, the situation died down. My want to run back and tell me what the fuck she said. And one thing, let me tell y'all something. If you in a friend group, do not sneak this about nobody, please. Because if I was you, I'd just go to the person. Because one thing, it's going to always get back to them. It's going to always get back to them, okay? Never talk about your friend because it's going to always get back to them. But she was a bum bitch. She didn't know any better. You feel me? And that's what bum bitches do. Bum bitches sneak this because they, you feel me? They sneak this. Then when you check their temperature, it's, oh, but we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. So she was sneak dissing about me. That was the first situation. I ended up finding out about that. I let her rock. I ain't gonna hold you. I let the bitch rock because I really like the bitch. I'm like, alright, cool. It's petty. Like, feel me, bitch, you wanna call me a thief? And everybody was low-key, like, shading her because it's like, look at me and then look at her. Why would I steal from her? Even the people that came back to me and told me, like, why would you steal from her when you always got your hair done, nails done, you never broke? That's what I said. I was like, why would I steal some pissy ass headphones from you? And this was before AirPods came out. And the reason why she even thought that I stole from her is because I remember I had 2 headphones. And my homie, he left his headphones with me and I was just, switching them out and using them. So I have 2 headphones and I'm sitting there at the computer lab with everybody and I see headphones sitting there. So I just grab it and I put it in my bag because I thought it was mine. But I get home and I realized I had 3 pairs of headphones. And she knew I had 2. That's the part about it that's crazy. She knew I had 2. So I get home, she texts me, she like, girl, do you have my headphones that you like, you know, she asked me in a nice way, no pressure. I'm like, yeah, girl, I just found out. I was like, let me check first. I was like, let me check. And then I found out, I was like, oh, I got your headphones, girl. I'll give it to you tomorrow. I gave it to her tomorrow. That situation was over with. They didn't know she would sneak this about me until a little bit down the line. So that situation was over. I let her rock. Cool. The next situation is when, like, I don't know, like, I just started to get weird energy from Shorty. Like, her behavior was pretty bad. Like, she would be very childish sometimes. I remember one time, like, she would do stuff to other people and I would see it and that would turn me off little by little by little. But that was my homegirl at the time. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was gonna stick beside her, period. One time, it was this boy that liked her. Yeah, I'm calling you out. You's an idiot. We still friends to this day. He probably gonna see this, but oh well. He liked her. I don't know why. I think the nigga was just, you know, at school niggas be bored and they be flirting. So you had to go to the next best thing. Yeah. And I remember one time she cussed his ass out. She was like, go across the street and get me some ice cream from Chick-fil-A. I'm hungry. And she's like, why you still ain't go get? That's how she talks. She's like, why you still ain't go get? You feel me? Like, country is hood is ghetto as hell. So I remember she cussed that nigga out and tell me why his bitch ass, his pussy ass went across the street and got her the ice cream and came back with it like a damn bitch. I'm like, where's your manhood at? Like, it was giving baby boy vibes. Go in the kitchen and make me them tacos, girl. It was giving baby boy vibes. I can't even lie to you. Because the way she said it, bro, like, shit, I was scared for him. I was scared. She said, go across the street, get me some Chick-fil-A, boy. And he did it. He did it. She had a bad habit of talking to people crazy. Like, other people had to break her. I even had to break her ass one time. I'm like, who the f you talking to? And then when you get serious, she like, I was just playing. She one of those bitches. Moving along. Her behavior just started to aggress like bad. And I'll never forget when it was my birthday, her wet ass just said happy HB. I think she said HBD. That's it. I was like, yeah, bitch, you're a little weird. After my birthday, you know, bitches love to act weird around bitches' birthday. So after my birthday, I would say my friendship with her got a little bit on track a little bit. I remember she was like, girl, we going to Ohio. I really want you to come. And I'm like, for sure, cool. But then again, I agreed to it, right? But bitch, you not my man. I ain't gotta tell you what the fuck I got going on. If something come up, something come up. Like I said, the reason why I call her Donald Trump in this story is because that Trumpiana, whatever you want to call it, is because she's emotionally very immature. When she don't get her way, she get an attitude. When you don't agree with her, she get upset. Like, I'll never forget one time she threw a temper tantrum, bro, and she was shaking the computer in the computer lab at one of my friends. She didn't get a temper tantrum with me, because I would have not gave a but she was just weird. Like, that's why, like, she was very emotionally undeveloped. That's why when her ass was like, hey y'all, you trying to go to the Millennium Tour? We laughed at her ass because bitch, we're Gen Z. Like, what do you mean go to the Millennium Tour? We're not listening to Bow Wow, B5 and Omar. Like, bitch, no. Bro, we ate her ass up when she was asking us, do we want to go to the Millennium Tour with Pretty Ricky and them? She's like, that was like, no, bitch. Are you dumb? Ooh. Child. So the next situation is when she asked me to go to Ohio with her and her family. It was me and this other boy. My other homegirl, Dynasty, she already got work. She was like, I can't go. So I'm like, boom, let me check my schedule and see if I could go. So I ended up checking my schedule and I ended up realizing it was my dumbass brother's birthday coming up that weekend. She wanted me to go to Ohio with her for the weekend. And I agreed, but then I ended up going back and telling her that I can't go, bitch, because my brother's birthday. And low-key, I did not want to go. At first, like, I'm a Pisces. I agree to things, and then when the actual day come, I just be like, damn, I actually agreed to that. But it's my brother's birthday, so I was like, I ain't gonna miss my brother's birthday. You know, we always do something for his birthday. So I told her, like, bitch, I can't go. I mean, she did have an attitude about it, but it wasn't like nothing crazy. I was just like, bitch, you gonna have to get over it. Sorry, you're not Summer Walker, bitch. Get over it. You're not Summer Walker, bitch. Get over it. I told her that she had a slight attitude because, like I said, she can't emotionally handle things. Tell me why I left that day thinking we was good. I left that day thinking we were cool. Tell me why this girl is dragging me through the mud. Girl, this is when shit got real. I had a conversation with my friends, which were her friends. We went out. I don't know what made us go out that day, but we ended up going out to Giordano's, of course. I went out with my two friends to Giordano's, and yo, they just started spilling tea. It was like, yeah, she thought you was this and this and that. She thought you was a thief. They told me about the thief thing, and I'm like, really? This bitch think I'm a thief. And the other reason why I didn't want to go to Ohio with them is because our friend that was going to the Ohio trip that she invited us to is gay. I love my friend. I don't give a what the he is, and I love my friend down, but that turned me off when she had asked me to go to Ohio, and I remember her telling her mom on the phone like, oh, my friend is coming such and such, but I don't know about her. She was like, I don't know about, she had a stepdad, I ain't gonna say his name, but she said, but I don't know about stepdad because he don't really like gay people like that, and we could hear him in the background being homophobic as fuck. That turned me off. I'm like, I don't even like going around people with energy like that, and I'm like, yo, black ass shouldn't go on that trip. But tell me why my friend, gay black thick ass, got his ass on that trip and he went. And he said the trip was ghetto. But that's neither here or there. I go to Giordano's and they're spilling tea to me, telling me that she said I was a thief. I'm like, really, bro? Really, bitch? So I stopped talking to her after that. Fell back from her. Stayed out the mix. And I'm that girl. Bitches want to be around me. They don't really care to be around her because she has low-key burned bridges with everybody. So I stopped talking to her. I stopped sitting where we sitting at. Tim, while everybody come sit. I stopped sitting where this bitch is sitting at. And everybody come sit by me because they like, what's wrong? Like, you know, we want to hang out with Zario. Because we used to sit in the back of the computer lab and I ended up sitting in the front. Everybody come sit in front. I used to sit far away from her. I'm like, get me away from this bitch because it's just ghetto. Like, it's just ghetto. Like, I'm just like, Jesus, you better fix this because if I fix this, I'm going to jail. So I was just like, let me just stay away from this bitch before I strangle her ass. So I moved my seat. Everybody come sit by me. She noticed that. She peeped that. That's been going on for a week. She ain't say nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to her. Like, once I'm done with you, I just pretend like you're not there. It's just like she's a child. I just feel like, why do people always let her get away with shit? People have to, like, accommodate her and, like, you know, like, grow up, bitch. You older than me. If that situation happened, then it gets back to me that this bitch, again, it get back to me again. This is why
I'm gonna let God fix it. Because if I fix it, I'm going to jail.
don't be sneak dissing if you ain't gonna own it. It ends up getting back to me that this bitch was talking about me to her mama. Her fucking mama. It get back to me that this bitch was talking about me to her moms. And she just like, oh, Zaria said she was gonna, ooh, I'm saying my government name, but hey, I don't care. She had a conversation with her mom in front of everybody. Because that's how it got back to me. Talking about, oh, Zay said she was going to come on a trip and she ended up not coming. She's a liar. And then her mama on the phone talking about, oh, we ain't never going to invite her out nowhere ever again. I'm just like, okay. And bitch, is my life gonna end? The fuck? Like, bitch, this bitch was acting like we was going to Miami and I put on for the hotel. Like, she was just acting like wild crazy, bro. She was acting wild crazy like we was going to Vegas, LA, or Miami. Like, bitch, you talking about Ohio. Sus. A car trip at that, sus. Like, sis was gassing the hell out of the situation, but that's how you know bitches low-key don't like you when every single chance they get, they want to talk about you. And I'm really in my head thinking this bitch is my friend. I really thought she was my friend. Even though I fell back from her, she was still trying to come talk to me, and I still thought she was my friend. So boom, they telling me all of this at Giordano's, and they just spilling tea to me, and I just remember my legs shaking that day, bro. I was hot, like I was dumb hot. I remember just like, you know what, fuck it, we gonna face this shit square up today. And I remember Dynasty, and we're gonna call the boy Yamir. Dynasty and Yamir ended up coming back and telling me this. Her friends, not mine. Like I said, I was new to the friend group. That's why I played my cards right. But I dragged that bitch at that meeting that day when they told me that. Like, bitch, you really thought you was gonna drag me to your friends and you thought they was gonna come back and tell me, bitch? They like me more than they like you. Anyways, they told me straight up, they was like, we actually like you and we're not gonna sit there and let her drag you like that. And she was putting us in a best up position anyways, because when you're in a friend group, you can't be doing that because it's gonna get back to them. It was just telling me like, the only reason why we telling you is because we really like you. Like, how would we look if we sit up there and let somebody bash you and us not come back and say nothing? I'm like, that's what's up. That's real. I respect that. I end up shaking. My leg was shaking. When I'm hot, I be trembling. Like, I be shaking. So I was just like, F it. I was like, F it. We finna go confront her ass today. If it's smoke, clear the air. I'm high. I had to calm myself down. That was one of the longest walks I ever took in my life. Walking back from Giordano's to go to school. Because people always do lunch breaks and hang out with each other and stuff like that during school. That's what college students do, duh. I'm walking back to the school and I'm just like reversing. I'm pumped up, bro. Like, I'm just rehearsing what I'm gonna say. Like, even if she say this, I'm gonna respond like this. And I'm just like, I'm ready for the smoke. I knew that nothing was ever gonna be the same that day. I knew that. I pull up. Yeah, pull up on her, catch her lacking. I'm just like, Diamond called to her, is just like, yo, she explained the situation, like, do you have anything you need to say to her? And I basically said my piece. I was like, I really don't give a fuck what anybody else gotta say. I just want to say to you. I remember talking to her and I was like, I just want to explain to you, like, why is you going around talking about me when I'm right here? We supposed to be partners. Oh, you supposed to be my ace, bitch, and you gonna sit up here and talk about me like this? But I went against my better judgment when I shouldn't have. I defended her. I spent money on her. Like, I'm not want to talk about what I did for people, but it's like, I really liked you. And when people F me over and I really like them, that hurt turned to anger for me. I'm just like, why would you, this is what X, Y, and Z, they've been saying that you've been saying about me. You've been saying I'm a liar. You've been talking about me to your moms. You calling me a thief because I had your whack ass headphones. Bitch, you calling me a thief because of that? And you just got, X, Y, and Z to say about me. Like, why you never say it to me? Why you can't say it to me? And she just like, she shook. She shook, bro. Like, I ain't even say it in no, like, type of way. I was just like, yo, you had a lot to say about me. Like, could you just, like, because I'm not one of those hype-ass bitches. And mind you, I kept it cute because while we was in the hallway and we was talking about this, some ops passed by, some bitches that we don't like. Even if I am on the outskirts with my bitches, I don't even want nobody to ever know that we on the outskirts because that's not the type of person I am. I'm confronting her and I'm just asking her, like, bitch, why would you do that? Like, why would you talk about me? Like, do you have anything you need to say to me right now? She was like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't say nothing. And then I'm just like, bruh, ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. I pointed out, I'm sorry if I put y'all on ice or I put y'all out there, Dynasty and Yamir. I'm sorry if I put y'all out there, but I was just like, hey, y'all need to say what y'all would say. Tell me what she said. And I put them on ice and they said what she said. And she's like, oh, I said that. Yes, bitch, your big ass mouth said that. You wrote a check that your ass can't cash. Yes, you did say that. Like, it's like I had to pull teeth. Because after she said she didn't say it, yo, I got so hot I had to walk away. It was like, Zaria, come back. Y'all need to just figure this out. And I came back and she really lied in my face and said she didn't say nothing. And then I had to get them to say what she said. And then after that, she was like, I ain't gonna lie. I said I felt the type of way twice. I'm like, but if you felt some type of way, you should have came to me. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you right. I should have came to you. I'm sorry. I won't never do it again. I know who I could tell and who I can't tell stuff now. I'm like, bitch, you should never been sneak dissing in the first place. But I was just like, you know what? I'm off you. I'm cool. I'm gonna just be cordial with you. It's not even that. Like, she had a whole bunch of other shit to say about me. And it's just like, bitch, I was never nothing but nice to you. Like, that's crazy how motherfuckers had to expose you that your ass was a hating ass bitch. If I didn't know, I probably would have still been. No, I probably would never been. I'm gonna keep it real now. That friendship was never, it was bound to happen either some way. I just can't believe it. Like, I really did like her. Despite her looking crazy and wearing a damn leggings wrapped around her head as a scarf, I liked her. Even though she was nasty. I don't know, like, I just had a soft spot for her. I'll say that. And I just couldn't believe she would do me like this out of all people. From that day on, I never spoke to her ever again in life. That was the day before, like, our school shut down. That happened before the shutdown. A little bit before the shutdown. So it's like I never low-key seen her again. Never talked to her again. And I turned all her friends against her because nobody speaks to her now. Period. Bitch, you thought you was playing chess? Bitch, I was playing. No. You thought you was playing chess? Bitch, I was playing chess. Bitch, nobody mess with her now. Because you know why? When people would tell me stuff about her, I wouldn't sneak this about her. I'd say to her face. And that's why they knew I was a real bitch. And you gotta watch out for friends that claim they love you but really be dubbing you behind your back. Like, I would have never known. And I was the new girl in the group. So that whole situation could have flipped on me a completely different way. They could have came for me. They all could have band together and turned against me. But you know, they know a real bitch when they see one. And that was the story time of how one of my closest friends went to be one of my haters. Like, I couldn't believe she did that. I just forgave her and I let that go. But in the back of my head, I was just like, yeah, I know what type of person you are. If I was to see her today, I'd just walk past her like I don't know her. Because I was doing it before we got into it anyways. It's just like, you trying to come for the bad bitch? No, ma'am. Don't do that. You in a bad bitch business, don't do that. But yes, this is a story time of how my homegirl ended up to be a phony. I just want to thank everybody for watching this. I'm so grateful. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl Zay, your favorite female character, and I'm out. Bye.